What happens if you take a Korean classic dessert drink and merge it with a classic American dessert drink? In this video, I'm going to be combining the classic Korean rice drink Shikhye with the American classic pumpkin spice to create an American-inspired pumpkin spice Shikhye. I'll give it a try myself, and then I'll get some real-life Americans to try it out and get their opinions as well. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering what the heck Shikhye is. Well, it's a classic Korean sweet drink that's usually served ice cold on a hot day or after a meal. And for the longest time, I took it for granted before I realized how it's actually made, which is pretty cool and sciencey. You see, it's made with rice and malted barley, but the cool thing is that the process of making it is actually kind of interesting and involves enzymes and converting starches to sugar. Now, I've sort of made a basic Shikhye recipe for a short in the past, which I'll link, and you can check it out for yourself. But there are a few variations on Shikhye, with one of them being especially popular this time of year. And one of those variations is using pumpkins. But I've always found that pumpkin Shikhye, while looking like it could potentially be delicious with its bright orange color, it leaves a lot to be desired. Actually, this pumpkin Shikhye is surprisingly tasty. That's one of the better ones. Because frankly, pumpkin flavor isn't strong enough to hold up in a drink like Shikhye with its strong malted, earthy, sweet taste. But that did get me thinking of ways to make pumpkin Shikhye at least a little bit more enjoyable. And then on another weird train of thought, I was thinking it would be funny to make something that was American inspired or American fusion. And of course, this time of year, if you think about America, you think of a few things: Halloween, Thanksgiving, and of course, pumpkin spice lattes. The famous American spice mix that uses exclusively spices not from America. But regardless of where the spices are from, there's no doubt that pumpkin spice mix has now become synonymous with America. So I went and ordered some pumpkin spice, which had to be shipped over from the faraway land of the United States of America. Because in this video, I want to see if I can make an American-inspired version of my favorite South Korean drink from my childhood: a pumpkin spice Shikhye. Now, there's 4 ingredients we need to make a basic Shikhye: water, rice, malted barley, and sugar. Filtered or bottled water would work best. I have a water filter in my studio, so I'll be harvesting my water from there. And really, any type of rice will do as well, but in Korea, we use medium grain rice. Malted barley is another ingredient that's pretty readily available here, since it's used in a few different recipes, but it's also available from pretty much any beer brewing store, since it's pretty much the main ingredient in making beer. In fact, the malted barley I'm using for mine is leftover base malt from my attempt at making beer a few months back. It's just a base malted barley, so it's nothing special. But then again, we don't really need anything special for the malted barley. And then I like to use cane sugar, but you can also use honey or syrup. But just note that those will impart some other flavors as well. I usually like to work in ratios, and it's no different this time. And the ratio for this recipe is for every 1 liter or kilogram of water, I'll be using in weight 10% rice, 10% malted barley, and 5% sugar. But since we're also going to be using pumpkins as well in this recipe, I'll be adding 25% pumpkin as well, which for this recipe ended up being 4 liters of water, 400 grams of malted barley, 400 grams of rice, 200 grams of sugar, and 1 kilogram of pumpkin. Making this pumpkin spice Shikhye really is the same as making a basic Shikhye with a few steps later on. And it starts with cooking some rice. It's up to you how you cook your rice. There's probably a few thousand videos on YouTube on how to cook rice, so I won't bother going too into detail. I just make life easier by using a rice cooker to cook my rice. While the rice is cooking, I'm going to take 2 liters of my 4 liters of water and stir in the malted barley and let that sit while the rice cooks. This is going to infuse our water with those amylase enzymes that we need to convert the starch in the rice into sugars. After letting it sit for a few minutes and all the solids have sunk into the bottom, I'm going to run this malted barley water through a sieve to catch all the large solids, and then leave that white cloudy liquid for now to let the white sediment settle down so I can carefully pour out the clearer liquid from the top, leaving the white sediment behind. And then I can also get to cutting my pumpkin, scooping out the guts and then peeling the skin on the outside. I'll cut up the pumpkin a little more and then weigh out my 1 kilogram that I'm going to add to my Shikhye. Originally, my plan was to toast the pumpkin as well to get a little more roasted, toasted flavor. But unfortunately in the studio, I'm stuck with this crappy little toaster oven that barely gets hot enough to add any color to the pumpkin. So it actually just ended up cooking the pumpkin through baking. So I decided to just boil the rest of the pumpkin with the remaining 2 liters of water I separated out, along with the baked pumpkin, which I then blended into a puree using a stick blender while adding pumpkin spice mix. Now I ended up adding quite a lot more than I expected, about half the container of spice mix. Then the finished pumpkin puree can come off the heat, and I'll pour it into a jug for now until a little bit later. In that time, my rice is finished cooking, so I'll unplug the rice cooker and then give the rice a mix and leave the lid open so it can cool off a little bit and also fluff up. The cooked rice will go into a pot along with the malted barley liquid we poured out earlier, and I'll give it a mix to break up any clumps of rice. Now, that rice and malted barley liquid needs to sit at 60 degrees Celsius for at least 4 hours for the amylase enzymes to get to work. I'm using the keep warm function on my induction cooker, which will hold this at exactly 60 degrees Celsius for me. But another option is to leave the rice in the cooker and pour the amylase liquid into the rice cooker and let the cooker sit on its keep warm setting for at least 4 hours. I actually ended up leaving this overnight because I ran out of time. But what I did was I turned it off before I left, so it was at 60 degrees. And so like over time, it kind of cooled off, but I think that was enough time for this to like get to work, let those enzymes do its thing. We'll open this up, we'll check it, and there's a telltale sign that this has worked out well, and I'll show you. So what I want to see is either rice floating on top, but if it's not floating on top, if you pick out some rice and you can see it kind of looks puffy and not so dense anymore, that means this has worked. So what we need to do now is basically sterilize this, kill the enzymes. So we're going to turn the heat on and bring this up to a boil. My pumpkin has been in the fridge overnight, so this is completely cold. I'm going to add this now and boil this up with the rest of this. I'm gonna start off with 200 grams of sugar and we'll give it a taste and we'll go from there. But in this, less is more. You really want to edge on sweet because then it's like the most refreshing and satisfying. I'm also gonna skim all of this scum and foam off the top. And in the process, catch a few pieces of rice, but honestly, we've got quite a lot of rice in there, so it doesn't really matter. I think that sugar level is actually perfect. So I'll bring this up to a rolling boil, let it boil for about 5 minutes, and then we'll cool it off. And it should be ready to bottle. And then we'll put it in the fridge, and it should be ready to drink. Basically done now. All this has to do now is cool down and then we can put it in a bottle and we can serve it up and try it out. It took a day. You can do it in less time, but really it's not that difficult. It just takes a bit of time. But this has been one of my favorite drinks ever since I was a child. And it really is sort of like a childhood favorite for a lot of Koreans and even into adulthood. Lots of people in Korea drink shikhye. Pumpkin shikhye has always been a thing in Korea. I've always thought pumpkin shikhye, like the pumpkin flavor doesn't really come through. It looks nice with its bright orange color, but I always didn't see the point in it because I can never taste the pumpkin. So I wanted to actually just switch things up, add a bit of spice, and then see how it tastes. And so far from the little taste I had, this is tasting actually really good. I think it really does sort of like embody that autumn time, that autumn feeling. So hopefully this will be really nice. So in the true spirit of this channel, I put this in the fridge to cool down, and then I had to go to Seoul yesterday, so I left this for a full day in the fridge to cool down, but it's more than ready to bottle now. So let's bottle this, and then let's taste it myself, and then let's get some Americans to taste it too, see what they think. So usually pumpkin shikhye is a lot more like bright orange yellowy, just like fresh pumpkin, but because of the spice we added, it's gone this sort of more pumpkin pie color, I guess. You know, not super appealing, but it smells good. It's quite thick as well, but that's usually pumpkin shikhye. Actually not quite as thick as what it usually is. Now the true Korean way to do this is to use plastic bottles, more specifically used plastic water bottles. You go to any market in Korea, this is how you're gonna buy shikhye. So managed to get 2.5 bottles out of that batch. These can go in the fridge and you have to store these in the fridge. Before you drink it, You can either just pour it out if you don't want too much rice, or you can just give it a good shake, get all that rice in there, and then get some of the rice in your drink too. But I'm gonna store these in the fridge and we'll give them a try. Personally, I don't really like having too much rice in mine, but for the sake of this video, we'll mix it up and get all the rice in there too. I mean, straight off the bat, it smells like a pumpkin pie. Like cinnamony, cardamom, gingery. It smells exactly like it. I think I got it just right with the amount of sugar that I added there. I can't really taste any pumpkin anymore, although you can feel it because it's gotten thick because of that pumpkin. But again, who knows if you took the pumpkin out, would it still be the same drink? Would it be completely different, like vastly different? Super refreshing. Definitely like a nice autumn time drink. But let's see what my friends think of it.
I was there for the pumpkin spice latte craze when Starbucks dropped their lattes. And I will say that I think every year people are still obsessed with pumpkin spice things. Oh. Yeah. Should I pour more for the vibes? Shikhye in this color with the rice floating around is the least appetizing thing I've ever seen. The smell. Okay. Okay. It's delicious. The texture of it is like mizukaru. What is mizukaru in? Like 12-grain drink, a multi-grain drink that Korea has.
Cereal drink.
Yeah, it's a cereal drink, and you can tell from the side that it's very grainy from all the pumpkin and the rice and the cinnamon. I will say the cinnamon is really strong. It tastes like shikhye. Like the base is totally shikhye. The pumpkin is really light. Warm, splash of bourbon.
Alcoholic.
Whipped cream. Yeah. For those who doesn't want to eat the rice, because you will have to chew it, just sift it out, I guess. But this is delish. 2 out of 10 though, for me.
All right, let's go. For Courtney, pumpkin spice shikhye. Oh my god, dude, it smells like Thanksgiving pumpkin pie. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're the most American of all of Johnny's friends from Indiana. But Courtney and I both from the same hometown. Pumpkin spice is a lifestyle choice where we're from. I love shikhye because shikhye has that like nutty rice kind of taste, and I can't even imagine. I think the marriage of the pumpkin spice with the nutty ricey shikhye is gonna be amazing. What do you think, Courtney?
It smells like pie.
Smells like pumpkin pie.
Smells like pumpkin pie.
Cheers, let's go.
Okay.
Oh yeah. What do you think?
It's delicious.
Smell it.
It's really good. Tastes like Thanksgiving dessert.
Exactly.
Yeah. Pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
The color is like pumpkin pie as well.
Yeah, it is.
It's delicious, man. It's got that cinnamon, nutmeg, like it tastes like American pumpkin spice married with that Korean shikhye. Well done, friend. Well done.
Yeah.
Oh man.
20 out of 10.
Courtney says 20 out of 10. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say a good 8.8. I almost want to like warm it up, make like a hot toddy. I don't know if that would be good though. It's kind of a refreshing drink.
It is really refreshing. You just add like some spray whipped cream on the top and you're in business.
I guess we can kind of call this one a minor success, but definitely a little bit more R&D is probably required to nail this recipe. I do agree with my friend Jisung about how strong the cinnamon is, If I'd had to guess, it's a mixture of the spice mix being mostly cinnamon, along with me adding probably way too much of the spice mix to the Shikhye. Next time, I think I would actually opt for just a teaspoon of spice mix, just so that it's more of a light pumpkin spice flavor, which hopefully would make the Korean Shikhye flavor stand out a little more, and make this more of like a 50-50 fusion drink. Thank you again for watching another Johnny Kyunghwo experiment. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like and leave a comment with any other suggestions for fun things to do on this channel. And of course, if you're new here and you like this type of content, you should consider subscribing too. But for now, I'll see you next time.